Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I'd like to give my shout out today to Experimente and Company. He was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 with another review of another micro whoop. This is the URUAV UR85. Now this little micro whoop is available both in standard version, which I got here, and with an HD DVR built into it. That is not the one I got. The one I liked or wanted to try was the standard version without the DVR. Yeah, I got, DVRs are cool. Okay, they provide you the opportunity to record your in-flight video in true high definition, in true 1080p resolution. But it does add weight to the drone, and it does add power drain to the drone. So if you want a drone that flies well, you want to go as light as possible, and that's why I wanted to evaluate the standard version without the DVR included. Now, what's special about this one? This is I did mention it's available with or without DVR. Keep in mind that DVR also adds a cost of about $50 onto this. Okay, that's a big jump in price to put a DVR on a little micro whoop. And so I like to record video using my goggles. I got I've got a 60 frame per second HD DVR that I use for flights, most of my flights, and that's more than sufficient for, I think, for sharing video from a micro whoop. With that in mind, let's go over the drone. As you can see here, it's all plastic construction. The frame is entirely plastic. There's no carbon used on this at all, along with the top canopy also. But it does come with a very nice CADDX EOS2 1200 TV line camera on here. And along with that camera, it does have a 40 channel, 25 and 200 milliwatt switchable video transmitter. That's this little gadget here, located inside the canopy, that is switchable and usable with Smartaudio. The video transmitter comes with Smartaudio capability for your on-screen display. And on-screen display, obviously, if you got Smartaudio. The motors on this are 0805 9000 kV motors. They're little motors for this very lightweight drone. Okay, the weight of this drone is 42 grams without battery, and 51 grams when you include this 3S battery that's provided with it. Now, I mentioned it has 0805 9000 kV motors. The HD version has larger motors. They have 1102 size motors on this, so it needs that extra oomph to lift that DVR in other words. But one thing that is special about all these little UR85s is this flight control board. This flight control board is integrated with a receiver. It's available in several modes. PNP version without a receiver if you want to put your own, but also in DSM2, DSMX, Flysky, and Frsky, integrated into the flight control board. And what's cool about that is it does not require simultaneously holding down the bind button and plugging in the battery to put it into bind mode. This will go into bind mode if you plug in the battery and then you hit the bind button there after plugging in the battery. That's cool because normally binding is a two-person job. That's no longer true with this particular flight control board. You can plug in the battery and put it into bind mode after plugging in the battery. That makes it easy to enter into bind mode and bind this to your controller. Now, I mentioned the flight control board. It's a Crazybee F4 flight control board, loaded up with Crazybee F4 4.0.0, dated 11 December 2018. So it is a few months off, in its generation of that flight control software on here. Now, it does have what is it? 5 amp ESCs. Pretty sure it's 5 amp. Yeah. 5 amp ESCs integrated into the flight control board. What does that mean? That means it's going to limit this to 2S and 3S batteries. You're not going to want to go 4S on this because you'll probably burn out the ESCs on the flight control board. But with that in mind, this does come, as I mentioned, with a 3S battery. Looking at this little 3S battery, you can see it's a stack of three 300 milliampere hour single 1S batteries stacked together. And that provides us with a 3S 300 milliampere hour battery. And that battery gets slid into this little compartment on the bottom here. for it right there. Now this does limit you to use of these little 300 milliamp hour batteries. You can stack them up 1 or 3, as you can see here, but this one's already set for 3S. But you can also use 2S batteries with this, and the way you do that is get 2 of these little 300 milliamp hours, stack them in there, and then put a little foam in there to take up the space, and then you use this gadget here. Now, what is this gadget? This plugs into your battery plug there, and allows you to plug directly into those little single cell batteries. You know, you use 2 single cell batteries here to fly this 2S with this adapter. It also comes, if you don't want to use that adapter and use a 2S XT30 connector, you can use this strap to attach a battery to the drone. Now, what else comes in the package? I forgot to mention this. This is a nice carrying case that comes with the drone. Not too bad. You know, it carries the drone, its accessories, and also has a little pocket up here for carrying other accessories with the drone. It also comes with its instruction manual. It's a very good detailed instruction manual showing you how to set it up, how to bind it. What else comes in here? You get a screwdriver, you get a prop puller, that's this gadget here. You get a full set of spare propellers, and you get 3 extra screws here for if you lose the screws from these propellers here. So that's the URUAV UR85 standard version. Let's take it out into the field and see how it flies. That's where it's important. So let's do that. Good morning, Quadcopter 101, and we are out at one of my favorite flying fields here with the URUAV85. And what I am going to do first, though, is we're going to fly it line of sight with 2S battery. I got 2 little 1S batteries here attached to that bridle that they provide you for doing such. So again, the first flight will be line of sight in 2S. So let's first off turn on my transmitter, make sure all switches are up and it's disarmed, throttle is down. We're good there. And let's plug in those batteries. Actually, they're both plugged in. All I got to do is plug in the bridle into that, and we are ready to go. Putting it on there, and we're going to start off in let's start off in horizon. Go into horizon mode, and then arming it. Now we got a bit of a wind today, so this will be interesting. See how this performs in the wind. But I want to show it up close first. This is it. URUAV, and let's see how it flies. Whoa, even with the 2S, it flies fast. It's got a heck of a pitch. Again, I'm flying it in horizon mode so I can give it a lot of pitch. But with that in mind, let's bring it up close again and go up and flip it. Bring it over close and flip it. So you can do this in horizon mode, folks. Even beginners could probably do these flips in horizon mode because it's got automatic stabilization. Try to do this in acro, though, and it's a bear. It's hard to do that in acro unless you got a lot of practice doing it. And I don't have a lot of practice flying acro line of sight. Oh! And even though it's stabilized, you can make mistakes with it like that. Let's see if I can get it in the air from my hand. Hold on. There we go. Double flip. Let's do that again. Triple flip. Ain't that cool, huh? Almost did it again. How about a triple roll? Quadruple roll. Okay, that's enough of this flying this line of sight. Well, actually, let me go. I want to take it around the field. Let's see how fast it'll go in like this. Oh, and the batteries come out. That's enough of that. Before I break this into pieces, let's put that 3S battery in and go FPV flying. So hold on, folks. Okay, how do you like my shirt today, folks? We are ready to go here. Let me put it in acro air mode. Acro air mode. We're going to be flying today. Let me adjust this screen so I can see it a little bit better. And arming the motors. And let's go for a flight. Let me get a feel for it first. Take it around the field once.
coming around, and also let me adjust the angle of the, there we go. I'm adjusting the antennas on my FPV goggles. Okay, let's take it for a flight. Let's go up, let's see it do a roll. Roll, going up again. A flip. Poorly done flip, by the way. And let's just fly it around the area. Now, I got a lot of wind today. It's a windy day. And this little thing does not seem to care about it. Flying in the wind. It's drifting with the wind, but you can still fly it. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Let me go get it. You can see what I was going to try to do there, and I got a little too low. One of my propellers came off, and apparently these are held in place by friction. I did not know that. I thought these were screwed in place, but they are held in place by friction. Let me get, after that little crash into the grass, I got some grass in there too, in the motors. But let's see if that'll take it, if I can put that back on there again. Yeah, they're just held in place by friction, surprisingly. Okay, let's go for another flight. Put it back on the pad and get it back in the air. So hold on. Okay, rearming it. I did not know those were friction. Air mode and arming and going back to the air. This time, let's just cruise it around the area a bit. Let's go down through the trees. And around there. And I hear a helicopter. I gotta land, folks. Hold on. Okay, that helicopter is gone. Let's go back to air mode and switching to arm and going back into the air. So, yeah, if you ever hear a helicopter, folks, use common sense. You need to land when you hear those things because they come in low. Fly around the area. I just want to see how this thing can do swallowing the trees. And it can. I want to try. Oh, you know it. You know I do that. Oh. We'll see how crash worthy it is after today's flight. We'll give you that. Let's try. Am I going to do it? No, I'm not lined up for that. And slalom around the area, 3.46. Let me see if I can do a high-speed run past this. There we go. Another one coming this way. Going down through the trees. You're there. So, this is made for indoor flying, under 2S. But outdoors, you can easily fly this 3S. And it does a good job at 3S. It's a nice little flyer. I'll give you that. And going back up again and there we go. I'm getting a little more confident with it. I did it again.
Oops.
Okay, let's try that turtle mode. This has turtle mode, folks. Going there, arming. Actually, let me put it in angle, arming, and try the turtle. Nope, not doing it. My wife's going to go get it. Okay, we're back on the pad and arming again. Let's take it up for the final portion of this flight. And I am going to be gentle with it now. I don't want to put it in pieces. Try to be wild with it, but I can't avoid it. I've got to try it. I've got to try to go through those. I did it. Okay. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Being able to navigate these hard to get at places. That's why people fly these whoops, to do that type of flying. And these are pretty easy to fly places, and I'm having a hard time with it. It's because of the wind. I got to blame it on something. It was raining, I blame it on the rain. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah, there we go. So, slowing down, yeah, you can do it. Going to high speed and it becomes a little iffy, but it's doing a good job. Okay, my battery's starting to get low. I'm down at 3.2 volts. I'm going to come in. Time to land it. Bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in. Here we go. Disarming. So let me give you my final thoughts on this thing. A little UR85. Here, actually, before I give you my final thoughts, let me make sure I saved my video before turning anything off. Video saved and video saved. So, the UR85. It actually is not a bad little flyer. It's zippy. It's maneuverable. It's acrobatic. Things that, questionable things about it, it's made of plastic. But it withstood bang-ups. This isn't the first time I've crashed into these poles with this. I tried to fly it yesterday and had similar results going at high speed. It withstood it. So, that's the UR85. Quadcopter 101. I hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.